everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the amazing War Infinite panels. I'm joined by my amazing co-host Sarah.
Woo! I'm amazing.
Yes, truly,
You're
truly
amazing too,
amazing.
Matt.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And we're coming in. We're coming in post Thanksgiving, so we're not full of the turkey and cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I spent my Thanksgiving in Puerto Rico, so I'm full of plantains and pork.
So you're full of chips and pig. Okay.
It's not chips, it's mofongo.
My people call it chips. My people call them chips.
They're not. It's mashed plantain, not chip.
Oh,
plantain.
so yeah, mash. So you have tostones. Okay.
When tostones is when you make them into like little fried chips, and then there's also like other ways to do it. Like you can slice them long and thin, and I think they're called like margaritas or manitas or something like that. Whatever. A lot of ways to eat a plantain, y'all.
Yeah.
Dope.
A lot of ways. Speaking of a lot of things to eat up, we got tons of news for you based on from TV, comics. We're gonna start with something on a very sour note. The latest Loki series that was done by Daniel, what pronounce his name, Damon Kibblesmith, has been canceled of issue 5. Issue 5 is the final issue of that particular Loki run.
Womp womp.
It was stealth canceled. Kibblesmith responded to some people asking him, will you rebooting the series or bring it back as Lady Loki? And he said a great response. Loki is as gender fluid as well as morally fluid and corporally fluid. So, we don't know if the goddess of mischief will come back. But he has not been let go of Marvel, so that's a good thing. I respect Mr. Kibblesmith, but I'm just confused. Like, this is weird. Just 5 issues and done?
It is very strange, especially considering when you think about like how popular Loki was maybe 5 years ago. Journey into Mystery and Young Loki did really, really well. I remember Young Loki coming out around the same time as the new Kamala Khan Ms. Marvel and being just as popular. So it's weird. And let's not forget that soon, maybe in 2020, we're going to be getting a Loki TV show for the Disney Plus service. So that it's an interesting. It's an interesting thing to happen to a Loki comic then to get so silently sniped out of circulation.
They're probably trying to find a writer or somebody to make Loki, which DC does this too, guys. They're trying to find somebody who could write similar to what they have an idea for the comic to TV show will be. Because at the same time, it's like, but Loki's Loki, so you can do almost whatever with him, and I really mean it. Hero, anti-villain, jerk off, anything.
I mean, yeah, and that's kind of the fun of it, but also you kind of have to wonder if maybe, like, we've hit Loki fatigue, Oh, like, maybe true. People are just kind of tired of Loki, which, listen, if you're not, that's totally cool. I have no opinion one way or the other, but we could be sort of seeing a turn away from this character that had, like, such a level of hype around it even, like, 7 years ago.
But you can, if you guys really want to support the run and support Mr. Kibblesmith, you can still buy all 5 issues or wait for the trade to come out, and that'll be it. Because they do volume numbers.
Yeah. Gotta do what you can. I just also love that name, Kibblesmith.
It's a really good name.
Good name, man. Stick with it. It's okay. We got you, Kibblesmith. We got you.
Oh, man, speaking of things that's been got on a sour note, Tom Lyle, co-creator of the Scarlet Spider and Spider-Man artist. He's also been around drawing things at DC. He passed away at 6 years old. His family made a GoFundMe because he passed away from brain aneurysm, and they made a GoFundMe to help pay for his medical costs and for his funeral. It breaks my heart because I know Tom Lyle is a great artist from the late 80s, early 90s, and it hurts because a lot of comic book guys, they make money in this industry, they do well, but it's always hard to hear them like, they're passing away, they're sick. You need more. You gotta, they don't have like unions or something, and it hurts me because these guys are have the bad times,
No, it's true. I mean, this is one thing that comic people and WWE guys have in common, where it's they don't get taken care of, and then they pass away, and it's up to their families and fans to sort of fund their funerals. Which is so,
just the health
so
expenses.
Awful.
It's so because it's like I'm not everybody's gonna be as in wrestling terms a Stone Cold, or no one's gonna be a Stan Lee, not to say no one can be or can't, but it's like there are guys who are just as important on a local level that people enjoy should be also taken care of.
Absolutely, and it's just, being paid. I mean, now we're getting into a little bit quote-unquote political, but it's like, oh, maybe we should all just be paid a living wage, and maybe the funeral industry shouldn't fucking pump up all the prices so they're freaking impossible. But,
yeah, and that's political, please, it's common sense. It's like, let's put it this way. You work your whole life, and then you still need more money when you stop working to take care of yourself. That's, it makes you feel bad, regardless of how you want to spin it, that does feel terrible.
Yep. I mean, if there's one good thing that can come out of this is that people are talking about him again, sharing the things that he made that they love, coming together as a community to show his family how much he meant to them, which, I'm sure in their time of grief was a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, yeah.
So, at least there's that.
Yeah, and I also hope that, his royalties, he earns his royalties and stuff because, during his tenure, outside of co-creating, as I mentioned, Scott Spider, his DC he worked on the Tim Drake. He also worked with his friend, Chuck Dixon with Airboy, and he also kind of co-created Stephanie Brown, also known as Spoiler. I don't know if that's a thing, but he did draw her, so I'm gonna give it to on that. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm just glad that at least everyone's aware we're all together and we can,
Yeah, no, it's true that we can all come together to say goodbye one more time. There is no way to segue from that.
There is actually
incredibly depressing news, but
I even got more depressing news for you.
Oh God.
Yeah, Runaways is last season is up.
Yep. A surprising, maybe no one. Runaways on Hulu will now be finishing up with one last season. I mean, to be fair, it is more than Cloak and Dagger got. So
Cloak and Dagger stopped at 1, right?
I feel like the answer to that is yes.
Oh boy,
when there were talks that they wanted to do a season 2, but everyone got real sad about it. Cloak and Dagger. Let me just triple check on that. But in the meantime, while I am digging around for that, I got 2 seasons. I got 2 seasons.
Oh, I got 2 seasons. Okay,
that's still pretty good. Yeah,
that's not that bad.
No, but still. So basically, Runaway Season 3, we knew what was going to be happening. We knew that most of the cast was coming back for it. The only person who isn't coming back for it is one of the actors who plays, one of the dads who's not in Pride, so it doesn't actually matter what happens to him. Whatevs. That's Carolina's father, the actor. But anyway, the actor who plays the actor. Funny.
The actor who plays the
sorry.
meta.
I was like, so yes, we got the announcement when the trailer dropped. They were like, hey, guess what? We have a new season coming. It's also going to be the very last season of the show, which, again, is not surprising. A lot of streaming series do this. Netflix just did this with Anne with an E, where they released the poster, and they're like, oh, BT dubs, last season. And you're like, oh, thanks. So yes, they will be having one last season. It will have to try to close up all of the different plot lines, including the Morgan Le Fay plot line, which, for Nico's character, which I thought was kind of like, don't y'all have enough with this alien thing going down? So they've got that. They've got the aliens inhabiting different people's bodies. It's gonna be a lot, and if you're thinking, wow, man, I'm super excited, I want to read up on the different iterations from the comic, you don't actually have much time. Marvel Runaways Season 3 will be premiering on December 13th. It will be in the usual Hulu format, so it'll be an episode a week, which means we will get some new episodes in 2020, but after that, I guess the Runaways better find their way home, because they will be done.
I think the thing that was I enjoy about the Runaways is I remember reading as a comic during the Brian K. Vaughan run, which like the first 4-ish issues. It was pretty good. I have yet to see the TV show only because there is so much TV to watch.
So much TV. No, I actually do watch the show, which I haven't read the comics, so you and I are literally opposites in this.
Ow.
But to me, I really like the show. I like the actors, especially, the kids, who are mostly unknowns. I think that they do a really great job. I think there's a lot of really wonderful diversity in the show in terms of sexuality, in terms of gender representation and race, and different kinds of femininity. I think it's just like a really lovely show. And, it's sad to see it go. As with all things, you just kind of hope for the best with these adaptations, but Disney's been sort of pulling the plug on its Hulu stuff and its Freeform stuff for a long time. We also lost, even really before it started, we lost, oh gosh, what is that one called? It's something, Ghost Rider. There we go. It's like Hell Rider. Hellstrom is apparently still happening at Freeform, which is a Marvel property. You have to wonder if it's because they just don't give a shit about Hellstorm.
Well, he's such a DT. He's only known as a defender, so.
Yeah, or if they're just like, well, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna cancel it anyway. But yeah, everything is being migrated over, as far as I can tell, onto Disney Plus. They're really sort of pulling in the reins.
So it's safe to say they're kind of slowly but surely, like, kind of a little bit killing, and I want to say that meanly, kind of killing, both formerly ABC Family Freeform. It's like, no, we have a platform now. We're going to put all our other shows here.
I mean, and it makes sense is the thing, it just, when you have such a massive empire, like, you just got to consolidate some parts. Like, it's just not going to work otherwise. You're going to have too much to do. So they're cutting down, they're consolidating, but at least you get one more season.
That's true.
At least they get some time, unlike Cloak and Dagger, where I think it was just like season 2, midway through, they're like, okay, nope, we're done. Like, whatever happens is what's happening, and that's that. And at least with the Runaways, they sort of got the clue that, like, yep, this here's the final season. You got to get ready to go.
I'm literally picturing them saying, nope, we're done. Get out of here. There's goodbye. We are done. Go home.
Go home. Oh my god.
There's also a possibility they could just revive the entirety or reboot it and put it on Disney Plus, because it seems like so far what Disney Plus lacks is some original content. Because I have Disney Plus now, and I've been literally just watching all my childhood, relive that dream, and some new cartoons that I've been watching on the real TVs.
Yep. So, well, that's good. I mean, it is totally possible. I honestly think that they would be more inclined to do something like that with Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah, I missed that season 3. I better watch that season 3.
Yes. Oh, like, wait, did I watch that season 3? I did watch that season 3. I didn't watch the last season of Luke Cage, which I should. But
it's great. As someone of Caribbean descent, they did a really good job representing my cult. Well, I'm not that Caribbean, but they represent other aspects that I know is pretty well and got the history correct. So I'm happy for that.
That's always nice.
It's always nice. Which, by the way, shout out to anyone who's going to make a TV series or move about other cultures. Please do research. That's all you got to do, and you'll be okay.
Or, like, get a focus group together and be like, hey, person, can you tell me if this makes sense or not?
Basically.
Is this okay? Does this work?
Also, now I'm kind of interested to see Runaways, just because if they got all the representation there and done correctly, that's great, because the original Runaways was essentially a bunch of kids rebelling against their parents because their parents were villains. And it's pretty cool. They got the social aspect down of it too. So thumbs up to you guys and that entire team. I will watch it soon.
Yep. I mean, like, Nico's parents actually speak Japanese.
Oh,
pretty cool. I forgot her name. The super strong one.
The one that's her parents are. She's an alien, I believe.
No, that's Carolina. Wrong one. The little one with the pink hat.
Oh yeah, their parents.
They died.
They died. Yeah, they experimented.
Yeah, she speaks Spanish and has a Spanish guardian. That gets pulled in, which is pretty cool. It's interesting. It's well done. It's thoughtful. So I really liked it for that. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just a really good series. They just put a lot of thought into it, and it's really pretty. And it just sucks that, like, man, it's gone now.
Well, one thing's gone, things come back. Yep. If you may have heard that somehow people wanted nothing against Frank Miller, but people want to bring back Sin City as a TV series.
I think it's, you know what? You want to bet something? I bet it's because of Watchmen.
You know what? 100% yes. Mm-hmm. I agree. And the thing is, though, the problem with Sin City is that the books are better than the movie, both movies, because A Dame to Kill For, I do not recommend to anybody. And the original Sin City, I feel like you can watch it. I mean, it's going to have the same creative guy, Robert Rodriguez, who co-directed the first movie, and the sequel, A Dame to Kill For, will be on it. But the problem, though, is that the show series kind of went over budget. The first one, the Dame to Kill went over budget. So I feel like maybe whatever. There's a whole different thing, but I feel like both of them will be executive producers. It was done on Legendary, a film house to take care of it, and that's all we know right now. We have no idea who will be streaming this or putting it on as of today.
Nope.
But it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, this happens a lot where, like, a production company will go ahead and put something together, and they'll be like, oh my god, aren't you so excited? And all the fans are like, yeah, this is great, but, like, why? And you have to be
why?
Like, because we're doing it for you, and everyone's like, I didn't ask for this!
And as something you pointed out earlier, you mentioned this could be because of the Watchmen.
Yeah, it's probably because of Watchmen, which, I don't know about you. I don't have HBO. I have HBO Access, thanks to a very kind friend of mine, because I really wanted to watch Chernobyl. But I haven't been watching Watchmen. From what I've heard, people are real confused about what's happening on that show. And having read Watchmen, I don't fucking blame them.
No, trust me, I love Alan Moore's great, but I think I can see why. Yeah, it's confusing, and trust me, it's a big brain comic book. It could be probably a big brain TV show.
Yeah,
but
Sin City is going to be interesting. I don't know if they'll go with that same aesthetic that did so well for the first movie. I'm pretty sure they replicated for the second movie.
Yeah.
But
my thing about
I'm like trying to be like real nice about this, but I'm like, Alan Moore's work either like it just does not translate well to screen, and neither does Frank Miller's, because everyone remembers what's its name. Spirit, right?
Yeah, The Spirit. Yeah, that movie. You turned essentially a classic Pulp Fiction story into this OD grit fest.
Oh my god, you guys, I'm so gritty. The city, I have sex with the city. Like, please stop.
Yes,
Spirit,
it was.
Stop. Yeah, like you can like shit on Sin City and Watchmen all you want, but that was a goddamn travesty.
Yeah. That was, yeah. And my thing, though, I feel like, I think I could see why you said it, because I think they're trying to, okay, since we have all the fun superheroes out the way, right, and that the people think that's going to die, let's put the gritty stuff on, the grit guys, the big brain stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I'm so guys.
Gritty, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers, or whatever the fuck, Pittsburgh, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm gritty. Like, okay, you can think that if you like. But you're wrong.
I mean, we do have another darkly compelling series that's going to be coming out soon. We got Umbrella Academy has finally started the film shooting for this season 2.
It's going to be very, very cool. I am excited. I really liked the first Umbrella Academy. I thought it was really well made. It is different from the comic in that, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like someone just slammed their foot on the pedal and, like, ran into a wall. It actually feels like there's a lot really interesting stuff going on. It had a great aesthetic, great cast. It ended on a great cliffhanger where all the Umbrella kids ended up going back in time in order to save Vanya, who goes crazy and destroys the Earth because...
destroys the Earth.
I mean, listen, man, if I found out that my boyfriend only wanted me around because I could kill a bunch of people and that my siblings never fucking loved me, then I too would lose my goddamn mind and destroy all the people.
That sounds like one way to be alive. But I'm excited.
You know what?
I'm excited to see it
bitch.
because it's like the original comics are amazing. I love it for it. It's total exact. Oh, very similar. The whole, it's great. And I love, and it's one of those things I remember you talking about when the first season was finished and we're on the podcast. I'm like, you gotta go see this, you'll love it. I'm like, all right, see it. 3 episodes in. So how much money do I have to give them?
How much money can they take so that this can be a thing?
Yes. Like, to me, it's the acting, it's I can't believe it. Even though they made some minor changes from the comics, it just works so well. It's a 5-star show.
Yeah. No, it's soup's good. I love it a ton. I'm very excited. So hopefully, from what we've heard, everyone's coming back. So don't worry about your favorites not being there, because they're there. All that good stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, we've got a lot of really interesting movies coming on the horizon for next year, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah.
Lots of cool TV shows. Disney Plus. out here.
Disney Plus. I feel like Disney Plus being out now is great. At the same time, it also shows like apparently you can just I'm saying, not have a lot of original content, but if your library is big enough and you just sell it at a great price, people will just go for it. And I got nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
That is very, very true. Speaking of things that there's nothing wrong with, I think we should make our way over to the recommendations.
Ooh, wow, recommendations. So what do you have to recommend for us today?
Oh boy! So this month has been a little lean on me in terms of comic reading. The holidays are coming. Life is insane. So I actually decided to go back to probably one of the very first comics I ever read ever. I know, right? Like way back when little Sara was roaming her middle school library, unsure of what to read. She came across probably one of the most famous comics from DC, had no idea what it was, picked it up and read it anyway. And that, of course, is the very famous Kingdom Come.
Ooh, Mark Waid.
Mark Waid and Alex Ross, yep. If you have never seen Kingdom Come, first of all, that must be a very nice rock you live under. For you not to have come out for such a long time. But, not everyone starts off with DC, so Kingdom Come basically is sort of like a super team-up, massive pull of everybody in the DC Universe comic. The plot itself is kind of weird, but basically the end of the world is nigh, and everybody's gotta come together. And it's just, I don't know, there was something about the way that it was drawn and the way that it was written and sort of how the whole plot sort of encapsulated this feeling of like despair and then this beautiful hope at the end, especially when, if I'm remembering this 1,000% correctly, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman end up at a diner. I was like, huh. It's such a beautiful book, both in plot and in terms of the art. I mean, like, Alex Ross just hits it out of the damn park. It's just really beautiful and epic looking. There's death, there's love, there's, I always forget his name, but the guy with the green cloak who's basically a ghost and or death.
Spectre, I believe?
Yeah, Spectre, that's him. I was just like, it's not that one guy. It's not Victor Von Doom.
No,
wrong
companies.
Wrong universe. Switch it over. But anyway, it's just super fantastic. The art is super enthralling. If it was enough to keep 12-year-old Sarah's attention and make 25-year-old, because that's when I bought it, 25-year-old Sara buy the special edition, it's definitely going to be worth getting in your to-be-read list. Or, hey, Christmas and or Hanukkah and or Kwanzaa and or all the other holidays are coming. Makes a great gift, y'all.
That's true. That is. And the thing about Alex Ross is I love him for his art style across the board. His rating's fantastic. I love him for Marvels, and I know his work across the board is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's just, there's something about the way that the colors are done, so ethereal, and the lighting and the shadow work, it's so gorgeous. Like, I'm so mad about how pretty it is.
And his art is, the best way to describe it is timeless. It's just like, you could be reading it 1990s, and you can read it now, it's like, it still looks that good.
It's absolutely breathtaking. I definitely recommend it. So what about you, Matt? What are you bringing to the table today?
I'm bringing something old school, and I hope more people can find this book. If you can't, it's fine. But I'm bringing up another timeless book, at least I feel it's timeless. The classic Manhunter, which was done by Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson with help of Klaus Jensen. It's a story about this spy guy tries to find his identity within the Batman universe, meets Batman, finds the truth, beats everything up. It's a classic story with some spy-esque team. And it started Will Simonson's career. And it's always Archie Goodwin. It's good stuff.
Very cool. Very
believe
cool.
it or not, they used to sell it as a prestige or miniseries. You could packed all the detective issues into that connected to it. I think it was, I don't know the numbers, but like maybe 5 to 2-ish. I don't remember the numbers, but it was a really good run, and I remember buying it from my friend JHU Comics when Nick still works at Pura, and he sold it to me, and I got it in the prestige format, and I read it that way. So I never actually bought it as a single issue, but if you could find a reprint of that story, it's great. Unless you want to hunt down, that particular issue.
Very cool. I don't know anything about it, but it does sound like a really great read.
It is. The best part about it is, if you ever get bored, look up the classic Manhunter. You'll see how 70s he look. He's like
The
a
most
dude with a
70s.
ninja garb and a gun. It's hilarious and cool at the same time.
Okay, well, I have learned a lot, and I'm also terrified. So it sounds like it's been a good episode.
Sounds like a very good episode. Anyway, thanks again for listening to us. Be sure to follow the Outerhaven and well as us on social media to keep updated with our projects, news, and updates. See you guys next time.
Later, Gators.